welcome to officially the weekend. Happy Saturday. God, it's been a month since we started on 3TP already, basically. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. Hopefully it's a good weekend. And I'm pretty sure literally nothing has happened since yesterday. Well, okay, one thing has happened since yesterday. Tesla Tower is nearly done. We're basically done crafting this thing. I believe Tooj is doing the very last bit of it at the moment. So, yeah, there he is. He's crafting the superconductor that we need. So we're nearly there. We're nearly there. That's it. Welcome to the start of the recap and the end of the recap. That is all that's happened since yesterday. I know Threefold is excited to do some B stuff. This is everything he's done, by the way. I haven't been properly in this area for a while, so I should probably like give it a little fly around and show you guys. How does it look? Do we like the buzz? So, okay, chat. Like I said, today's plan, I have a clipboard ready to like write stuff down for us, right? I have a clipboard ready to go, and today's task list is going to look super straightforward because it's going to have exactly one thing on here, okay? All it's going to say is set up auto crafting, okay? And then we'll start adding the list of machines we want to set up for auto crafting, but we can do that in a minute. So, chat, this is where auto crafting is going to go, right? This is the wireframe that Threefold has set out for me to use, so this is that place. I don't know if he intends for this to be like two machines can be wall shared here, but if you're not going to wall share, stick it in the middle. I imagine that is like vaguely his plan. So we'll you know, sort of go for that. I have some machines I want to put here. The big stuff that I obviously want to do is stuff like circuit automation. And unfortunately, we don't currently have a spot for a clean room yet. And the reason we don't currently have a spot for the clean room is because Threefold said he wanted to put it somewhere in particular, but he's not quite sure yet. So until he decides on where clean room goes, we're kind of a little bit stuck with no clean room. But that's okay, because if we have other auto crafting set up, it'll help a lot just in general. Yeah, so if we're gonna get started with auto crafting, I would say the very first thing we need to do is establish some AE stuff over there.
Hello.
Oh my god, hello.
It surprises you every time. Hey, Tito, guess what I'm doing?
Placing the Tesla Tower?
Correct. Hey, Tito, guess what I don't have in my inventory?
The parts for the Tesla Tower?
Incorrect.
Oh, what?
A hologram.
Oh my god, you're actually going to place it by hand?
Yeah,
this guy is the psychopath who enjoys multi-block by memory. Look at him. Ew.
So chill.
It's not chill. I nearly cried on this one in multi-block by memory. I'm scared. I'm leaving. I don't like this by hand business that's going on here. Seems a bit too scary. 09 and lastly circuit 10. Let's get that one in as well. Cool. We're getting somewhere with this already. I'm starting to be pleased. Very good. Cool. Right, chat, let me show you that. Oh my god, that actually looks kind of good upside down. I like that. Is it weird that I like how that looks upside down? I really do.
I usually, or not usually, I've only ever done it once, but I placed it sideways in Hamcorp, and I also like that.
Sideways? Okay, I don't know if I would like sideways, but I do like upside down.
All right, it's done. Tesla's ready. And
okay, there we go. That's in there. I have my Electrum in here. Good. Cool, let's see. We'll sort by number of items. NEI synchronized standard. Yep, that's all fine. Cool. Tesla up and running. Let me go turn on the bending machine. Okay. Chat,
yeah, the lightning.
Let's go. I love the Tesla Tower. Just straight wireless power, by the way. This thing is just charging. Do you guys like that? Welcome to, well, I don't know, the revolution?
We need to keep track of every single Tesla cover, though.
Yes, we do. So far, we have one. I will never place a Tesla cover on a machine. That's my rule. Okay, bending machine is now on. Right, chat, are you ready to see the very first autocraft of all time? Okay. Oh. I'm ready. The very first autocraft. I'm going to click a button, and I'm going to obtain an item. Please? Please, Prage? Please work. Oh no. Oh my god, it worked. Okay, actually, yeah, let's have a look at all the machines that are EV and start working on them and just put them there. The lathe is huge anyway. So we have a bending machine already. Lathe we can do. Macerator is an auto-crafting machine, but it's a bit of a like weird height, so I'll think about that one in a moment. Compressor is big. Unfortunately, compressor is also big, as in it's 7x7x7, and I don't think 3's made a 7x7x7 spot anywhere for it to go. So we'll have to like work around that. That's not an auto-crafting machine, that's not an auto-crafting machine, that's not an auto-crafting machine. Well, no, fluid extractor is an auto-crafting machine. So that could go somewhere. Bit useless without the solidifier counterpart, though. And then... Okay, wait, so we have one other machine we could go put down. Insane. Oh, but this is also 7 wide. Man. Okay, is there somewhere we could put 7 wide stuff? Yeah, okay, so how do I do 7 wide machines? I'm actually a bit at a loss. What happens to the assembler when we have to put it here? What happens to the assembler which needs to be UA when we put it here? Oh no, too many questions?
Yeah, I thought 5x5 is too small for a lot of things.
Yeah, 5x5 is fine for 3x3 machines, and that's the end of the list.
I think what you could do is combine like adjacent sections, like remove the pillar in between them.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then that becomes like a, what is that, 13x13, and then you just center it in that space. That should be big enough for most things.
Yeah, that's probably the way, right? Game? Did someone just take my... Wait, did I just... Did I just make something and then Tooj immediately took it and crafted with it? That's hilarious. Okay, well... Okay, can I now make my bending machine? No, because I don't have an EV circuit, because Tooj stole my EV circuits? No! Why? Okay, but the first thing that I'm worried about is now I need some molecular assemblers. Molecular assembler for normal crafts? Excuse me? What? I am so sorry, what? That takes an EV assembler? Why is this so expensive? Okay, I need 2 pistons. And then I'm gonna need 2 of these, which is just fine, I think. And now I can make one of these, I hope. Aha! EV assembler obtained, and now that I have this, what I can do is go ahead and pop together a molecular assembler. Nice. Okay, molecular assembler obtained. Applied crafting, yes, it is. Very applied, very crafting. Okay, I guess I will place my molecular assembler here. The way I'm going to do this is we'll have an interface there, and this can go... Okay, well, genius placement there. Thank you, brain. And then place a random torch. It'll be that, and then I'll have a molecular assembler there, and there. We can have more ME interfaces there and there, and we'll just carry the structure on upwards and give it its own like 32 channels, basically. If that time comes if such a time comes where we need that, which is fine. Okay, you know what else we need? We need fluid storage inside our AE system. We need a little bit of fluid storage because I want to start storing soldering alloy in there, which means I also need a discretizer and a fluid terminal. Okay, the rabbit hole deepens. Let's start writing stuff down. Otherwise, I'm going to have problems. Fluid storage. There we go. Done. Okay, I'll have my glowstone plates now, so can I finally play? Can I do the first part of my craft? I hope so. Let's see. For the fluid terminal, I need the terminal, for which I need the illuminated panel. Right, there's an illuminated panel. There's a terminal. And there's the fluid terminal. Alright, that is step... Well, I wouldn't call it step 1, but that is thing 1 done off the list. Which I'm pleased with. Okay, chat, we're ticking an item off the list. Fluid terminal, done. Okay, this thing, the very first one, will be holding soldering alloy. Yep, there's my 4K fluid cell. And, if I pop over here now, and I go to this, and I do this, boom, soldering alloy is in. We are gaming. We are hard gaming, actually. It is gragging time. Is everyone enjoying a fun little Sunday? You know what I find really weird in Minecraft? If you shift to the edge of a block, and then you do this, congratulations, you're now standing on nothing. Like, I'm not flying, I'm just standing here. Isn't that really weird? Is it just me that finds that weird? Let's get into the Greg, shall we? Let's get into the Greg. I have a little recap for you guys. A teeny little recap for you guys, which is largely just to say, not too much has happened other than a bit of building, which Threefold has done. As you can see, there's a roof on this place now, which didn't used to exist up until yesterday, which is really nice. I'm liking how he's decided to put this together. You can see the glass color reflects the pathway color down below, which is really, really nice. It is a really cool roof, especially when you look at it on the map. How cool does that look? This base is coming together so well. And there's also, as I've just spied on the map, I think a little bit more building that's happened as well, actually. And I'll go take a look at 3's B's as well, yes. Oh my goodness. What is this meant to be? He's made an oval. Huh. Ha ha ha. Also, a couple of other fun things have happened since yesterday, which is I've done a little bit more pattern encoding, I think, since we left stream. Or actually, maybe I didn't. But I did do a little bit more autocrafting since the end of the stream. And the autocrafting has resulted in us having a couple of, like, HV circuits chilling around, I want to say. We do, right? Yeah, we have a couple of HV circuits chilling around. Just casual amounts of a few things lying around. I did craft the 6 assemblers that we need to put down today, so that stuff is ready to go as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going around. This is the Buzz area. I don't think 3 has had much time to progress this because, well, to be honest, I think it's largely my fault because I keep asking him to, like... Well, I'm not keep asking him to, but I keep asking him to place things, and then he keeps building for me, and then he keeps coming back to here, and then I ask again, and then he keeps building for me. He's been so good, though, about, like, getting stuff ready for me to place things, which is very sweet of him. I really appreciate it. But yeah, there we go. This is the Buzz area, where the Buzz happens, which is good. We like the Buzz. I think this will take a little bit of time to progress. I'll let you guys know when progress happens here. But for now, this is kind of it. So, let's talk about today's plan, shall we? Today's plan is a bit of an interesting one, because I didn't expect to want to do this today, but it kind of just happened as we were talking about it yesterday. Because let me show you guys the quest book, right? If you have a look here, you'll realize that we didn't have to go to Mars to do the tungsten steel quest. And the reason we didn't have to go to Mars to do the tungsten steel quest is because you can do the tungsten steel skip by holding a stack of tungsten steel ingots. And we have loads of tungsten steel from the Sheelite meteor that you guys helped find. And because we've done this, all we're missing to actually open up IV is the Graphene quest. And the Graphene quest is actually really, really easy to do. It's just a quick run your way up the advanced glue side of stuff, and you're done. Like, that's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. So we're gonna do this. We're actually gonna go ahead and make a bunch of graphene today. So yeah, graphene is gonna come up today. And once we've done that, I'll ping Tooj to let him know we're ready to open IV. And whenever 3 is on, hopefully we'll get it opened up. The reason I want to do this, and you know, the reason we're not waiting to do IV, even though we still have stuff to do in EV, is basically one thing. Multi-blocks are split up really, really weirdly in this game. It's completely absurd how weirdly multi-blocks are split up. So, yeah, doing this will just help resolve all of that. Just get into IV, and then you can actually spend, like, a few weeks putting down good infra, which is my plan. Okay, I have those things. What else do I need? Just mix it with oxygen for polyvinyl acetate now? Yeah, alright, I can do that. That seems straightforward enough. Let's go for a quick circuit 1, chuck the vinyl acetate in, and we just need a bunch of oxygen, right? So we'll just bring an excess of oxygen and just see what happens. Okay, that should be all of the polyvinyl acetate that I could have made there, so let's go ahead and keep the vinyl acetate for now. I'll just hold on to it. The oxygen can get put away, and the polyvinyl acetate, it can come with me. We'll need that stuff. And you know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? I just did none of the quests. Ah! Okay, well, we're doing that again. Okay, let me drag the sensor over. We do need 2 of these, so I'm going to go ahead and request those now. Please bring me those. Do we have any Inconol 625? No, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. How do I get Inconol 625? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Is this an ABS-only recipe? Oh, no. Foiled again. This thing needs an ABS? Ah! Why? Is ABS expensive? It's IV. It's not expensive, it's IV. So, I just can't do it. What is it used for? I want to make my wireless charger. Okay. If I'm not doing the wireless charger, what am I even on? I need to set up more autocrafting, right? That's basically my goal today, so let's have a look and go see what other machines we want to place to start off with. Given we're not in IV, I can't do wire mills yet. What I can do, and what I kind of want to do, is I want to program the SMDs. I want to program the SMDs, and then I want to start making some of these LCRs and such, so we can start actually auto-crafting circuits. Chat, I think I need to give in and make a miner. So let's do it like this. Get the ruby. So I'm going to get the ruby by hand, and then I'm going to make the miners. Should we do make a miner, or 3? That's my order of tasks, and then we can get back to auto-crafting after that. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, I needed an LCR. Large chemical reactor. Do we have any chemically inert casing? Not enough. Do we have any polytetrafluoroethylene? Not enough. Do we have a 4K fluid storage cell? Yeah, let me make one of these and quickly get some PTFE stored in the system. That'll be useful for me to know how much we have. You guys do AE so fast? I don't think so at all. I don't think we're going fast at all. I think we're just playing a lot. Have a look at playtime. I was showing this earlier. Like, I have crazy hours, and then there's Threefold who's like 40 hours ahead of me. We have so much playtime. It's not fast at all. We're like 600 hours in. Auto mining when? I was supposed to do it earlier, and then I got distracted. So we're going back to the nether to do some more mining. Oh my god. Well, it is what it is, right? We've got to go. Oh no, I mine too much. Oh no, I have too many resources. It's a real problem, okay? It's a real problem. What on earth was that? Ew. Oh my god, leave me alone. I'm gonna beat you with a screwdriver. Please go away. I'm just trying to run, okay? Leave me alone. So this is what I'm gonna do to get this to be even faster. Because it's an LCR, we can always make it faster. There we go. Perfect. This is what peak good looks like. And then I can turn it on. Look at that. Ugh. Loads better. Happy start of the week. Well, start of the week-ish. It's the start of the 3TP week. And that's the most important start that we care about, right? Hello, hello, hello. It is as always, time to Greg. Anyway, let's talk about our little hellos and, you know, general plans for the day and stuff that has occurred between last time and this time, which I actually don't know, even though I was flying around the base. So I guess we're about to, you know, discover things together today. So let's have a quick recap-esque fly around. And the reason I say recap-esque fly around is because I genuinely don't know what there is to show. So we're gonna discover it together. We now have some bees up and running in alvearies, which is really, really cool. So that is a thing that has been achieved, which is really cool. So this is the B area. You guys have seen it before. Let's see, what else is there that is new-ish that I can show off? Probably not too much else, because this is my area, right? The autocrafting area. I think 3 did this. He just mildly reorganized the way machines exist around here, which is fine. Which is actually a reasonably helpful thing for him to have done for me, so I appreciate that. That is nice. And yeah, I guess that's sort of, yeah, I think that's it. If we see any more recappy things, I'll point them out to you guys, but I'm pretty sure that's all that's happened off stream. And I imagine 3 has done a bunch more building in various places, but I wouldn't know where that building has happened. Oh, actually, chat, no, one other thing did happen. It's not necessarily recap worthy, but something cool to just note about the nukes. The first fuel swap has happened. The very first one happened just earlier today, at the start of the stream, or just before the start of the stream, I should say. The uranium rods swapped. This is the first time that this has happened. The depleted ones are chilling down here, which is really cool. So as for plans for today, chat, it is a simple one. I think it's gonna be a pretty straightforward, like just keeping the automation going type of day today, which is like it's a much needed. I need autocrafting to be doing more autocrafting type of thing, you know, if that makes sense. Oh, one big thing that we need to do is we're out of gold, and I'm sick of going mining timewood trees for gold. We're gonna have the bee very soon, but in the meanwhile, I just want to automate some glowstone. I made a Gleonia yesterday for this. I've moved on, chat. I've moved on. I have Mr. Gleonia right here. I just need to get this thing up and running. This will probably be my first thing of today, because if we have gold, we can just craft a bunch of circuits and have them around, which would be really, really, really nice. So that is like the start of our plan. The gold is probably what I'm going to start off with, and then we'll jump back into auto-crafting things. Okay? Okay, let's get Tooj down here. I'm ready. Oh, are we all in a good spot? And we got the whole thing today. I'm pleased. B area? Oh, Buzz. Let's go to the Buzz area. I want to see the gallium we have overnight. Please show me the gallium. I didn't know where the B outputs were going, by the way, which is why I tried looking for this earlier. Chat, if you were here like a few minutes ago, you're aware. Is this where they're ending up? Oh, this is where they're... Oh my god. Buzz. What's Hamcorp doing? I think he's... I don't know, actually. He's just standing here at the moment, menacingly. He probably has plans. He's just chilling. Bro's in serious mode? He is. Bro's always in serious mode. He just locks in sometimes, you know? He just locks in and stares at a wall. Look at him. Have you ever seen anyone stare so hard? No. It's just a him thing. Oh, no. He's caught me. Chat, never mind. We just act normal. It wasn't me, sir. Wasn't me. Wasn't me, scatter. Yes, scatter. Okay, well, that's already a stack of glowstone from, like, only one of those around. I guess I'm gonna leave the timewood here for a little bit, because I do want this to give me a reasonable supply of gold. We can take it down afterwards, once I have a starting supply. Yes, please leave my magnet on this time. And I'm gonna go get 7 more so I can layer this in the exact same way. Okay, so what I need to do next is get onto my wire mill, the actual thing that I said I would do. So let's go wire mill. What does this thing need? What is the casing made out of? I'm a little bit... It's just a lot of tungsten. Oh my god, that is so much tungsten steel. Holy tungsten steel. You do endstone for helium and PMP more than tungstate? That's... I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm just a professional endstone centrifuging hater. Like, what can I say? That's just who I am. It's part of my lore at this point. If I'm not hating it, am I even, like, me anymore? Hey, spools and spools. Okay, that's my YML quest. I nearly built the multi-by-hand chat, nearly caused myself problems. There we go, much better. Whew, that was close. Could you imagine building a multi-by-hand? Okay, is my YML now up and running? Holy giga YML. Chat, we're gaming? Oh, we're actually gaming. How many IV motors can I make? That is the first question. Can I do, like, 4? I could if I had more tungsten steel rods and graphene wire. Wait, really? We're already out of graphene wire? No way. Okay, I might need to do some graphene first. Chat. Might need to do some graphene first. Chat, it is gambling time. We're gonna do these one at a time. Welcome to the gambling. Ew. Ew. Okay. Okay, one more. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Four IV pumps, that is fine. 4 IV pumps is good. We'll take 4 IV pumps. That works. It also means I'm, getting this quest for free. Cool. Alright, last one for now. Yeah, I don't mind that actually either. I think that's useful, right? Yeah, I will end up having a use for this. That is fine. Okay, not too bad. Not amazing, but not too bad. I would not be too sad about this. This is the stage of GTNH where you do a lot of waiting. I'm gonna cut it down. I can cut down a lot of waiting, but I need, like, about 4 things to happen to cut down a lot of waiting. Here's what I need, right? Firstly, I need megas up and running, but to... Actually, so this isn't in order. I need megas up and running to cut a lot of the waiting, but to make megas, I need power to actually power the megas, right? Because I want to pump a lot of power, which means I need a bunch of MOX reactors down. If I want a bunch of MOX reactors down, I need a lot of plutonium, which means I need to wait for 3 to get to the plutonium B, which he said he's working on, so there's that. That's one aspect of it, to like, stop a lot of waiting. And then there's a second aspect to stopping a lot of waiting, which is getting all the passive processes up and running. That's stuff like platinum, the whole plat line, actually. All of our, like, hydrogen, chlorine, all of, like, acids, all that stuff. All of it needs to show up. So, and that area needs to be, like, assigned as well. So that's sort of our current holdup. Like, if we do all of these, a lot of waiting sort of disappears. Oh my, the assembler is done. Assembler. Oh, there we go. IV assembler. Yeah, let's go chuck this thing down. Oh, dude, I am excited. There's my IV side. Perfect. No boom, because no skill issue. Cool. You can get muted. That's perfect. All I need to do is grab an interface for this thing. Hopefully these AE bags give us some good stuff as well. Okay, there are my 3 AE good bags, chat. A little bit of gambling for you. 1. Bro, why? I went to the effort of enchanting it, man. Why? Please. Alright, last one. Oh, okay, also very good, actually. Cool. Loads of storage potential. Open without fortune, you say? Can you imagine if I opened without fortune? What is this? Ew. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take Ivy Pistons. This is so sad. Come on. 500 ender tanks. Oh, I just had to ask. We have ender chests. Oh, let's go. It worked. It worked. Nice. Very, very easy. And muffler hatch can just go up top. And we are done, basically. Cool. Oh, you know what I might do? If for some reason, some bizarre reason, we need we need 4 macerators for autocrafting, I'm gonna put a second macerator right up here, and we'll share the entire thing downwards. There's a cool way you can do it, I'll show you guys if we end up needing it, but you can wool share the majority of two macerators, so the upside down one is just 1 block higher, and it actually looks completely fine and pretty good. It doesn't look cursed at all. How goes everyone's middle of the week? Hope we're all well. Hope we're all, vibing, doing the usual. Carrying those little potato hearts like the cuties that we are. Happy hump day? Yeah, happy hump day indeed. I only learnt what hump day meant, like, a couple days ago, and I was like, huh? Why are people saying hump day? That's like, what a weird thing to say. And then I found out what it meant, like, last week. Which is wild, as someone who's been, an English speaker for a time, I would say. So, let's start with the recap, right? Let's start with the recap. As I said, today's recap is incredibly short. Not too much has happened by way of progress since yesterday. I think 3 might have done some more, like, little bits of building around, but that's nothing too major that I can show off, I think. What I can do, though, is take you guys over to the B area and show you the buzz that's going on. So, buzz area. As you can see, it's starting to become a little buzzy. I helped wire this up a little bit yesterday, and 3 has been getting them populated with bees. Beefold supremacy. Yes, indeed. There is the buzzes. They're doing their job. They're producing their resources. You can see they're being nice and cute as well. Look how much they've done. Okay, I mean, loads of slag combs to just instantly throw into the trash can, but hey, they're here. Buzz indeed. So this is a big thing that's been going on. As far as, like, bee progress goes, I can show you guys by way of questbook. Let me show. Where is Buzz? There it is. Oh my goodness, this threefold guy has been grinding. He got, like, almost 8 or 10 new bees since yesterday? That's crazy. I didn't expect that much progress. He's done so well. This is really good, by the way, because it means we're really close to plutonium. And once we have plutonium, we have so much more power. So, yeah, Threefold has been carrying as per the usual. But yeah, so today's plan is pretty simple. It is just more autocrafting, like, make our life, as easier as we can make it in the current stage. So what that kind of boils down to is we need a Circuit 8 assembler. The fact that we don't have one of those is kind of criminal at this point. Should have done it a while ago. Oops, my bad. So that's to come. Otherwise, there's also a lathe that we need to get up and running. There's a compressor we need to get up and running. There's a cutting machine and a laser engraver we need to get up and running. So there's loads of those. Loads and loads of our autocrafting machines that we still need to do. So yeah. Okay, where is mass processing? Are we doing cutting machine now? We are doing cutting machine. All of this stuff is coming through. I do need to make cutting machine casings. So let's say I'm doing, like, 36 of these or something. Yeah, let's get that encoded. Time drop will probably lag. Cutting machine. Yeah, there we go, cutting machine. Cool. Oh, that's where the ABS is chilling as well, nice. So for cutting machine, this thing goes in the middle, yeah? Yeah, so I need an energy hatch, I need a maintenance hatch, and I need a muffler hatch. Let me go grab those. Best thing since sliced bread. It really is. The cutting machine has come, chat. The cutting machine has come. Oh, how wonderful. How lovely. Okay, I should be able to just build this in a second. I just need my energy hatch now. It's happening? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And just enough space for input and output as well. I did it. Right, after cutting machine, do I want to go laser engraver or do I want to go mixer? I think I want to do laser engraver just so we can get it out of the clean room and automate it. So what does it take? Or extruder? I want to pull stuff out of clean room. Like, it's equally valuable to me, because you can't make parts easy due to small gears. That's a good point. Extruder is also a valuable one to set up. Actually, what does this take? Oh, this takes stellite and nitinol? Okay, in that case... Yikes, that is an IV fluid solidifier? Can I make you yet? I can. Hot dog stand? Yeah, hot dog stand is chilling. Play-Doh for the big girls and boys. There we go. Hey, there's the extruder. I am gregging along so well today. Right, let's get these input buses down, shall we? Perfect. Wait, I don't have enough casings? Really? Happy nearly the weekend. Or the weekend if you're in a late enough time zone, I suppose. We are Fridaying. How goes the Friday for everyone? Fun new things in my background, of course. But yes, hello. Hello. As you guys can see, there's some fun things going on in my background. This is a little bit of a new build. I have some plans for it. I will be talking about it in a little bit. Platline area? No, this is not the platline area. It is better than the platline area. It's fancy, okay? We'll get to it. But yeah, let's do a quick recap of what's happened since Wednesday. Quite a few things technically, but like it's very quick to show off, okay? It's very quick to show off. So this area we'll come back to at the end. You can see there's labels and stuff on there, so I'll talk about it. Autocrafting has actually progressed, I think, 0% since we last had a look at it. So that place is just chilling. It's doing its thing. It'll become more automated as time goes on. That is fine. And then this place, I'm pretty sure 3 hasn't confirmed it to me, but I'm reasonably certain this is the passive fluid area. So think about things like all the acids, like hydrogen, like oxygen, like you know, all the things. All the fluids that you expect to have around your base. I believe this is the spot for that. So this might be something that we get onto today. There's also one other new development that is significant enough to show off, which is the Buzz area is starting to gain some apiaries. As you can see, Beefold has been quite the busy man. He's been starting to get some stuff placed down. He's made some choices about the bees that he's got up and running. Not the way I would go, but then again, I wouldn't run this many bees to begin with, so... Who am I to say? Who am I to say? But this is what we have going so far. We have a lot of slag combs. I think 3 actually plans to process the slag combs, which is an interesting one. I didn't know people did that. It gives you black granite. This is what he wants to process them for. So, yeah, that's the thing that's going on. Other than slag combs, we have zinc combs, which is nice if, like, zinc ever becomes a problem, I suppose. But the zinc bee we're actually running for gallium, which should be one of these other combs. Yeah, there it is. So there's that one. I don't know what stringy combs come from, but we do have those. Dripping combs are just generic bee stuff. Stone combs, obviously entirely useless, I want to say. Please. It gives you soapstone. All the variants of stone. Bizarre. Bizarre. Yeah, diamond combs, huge. He got a diamond bee up and running yesterday. Lead combs are actually a byproduct of running. Look at this. We have plutonium combs. This is when the pogs come out, because plutonium combs, you guys know what this means? This means we can finally do MOX reactors. I don't know if MOX reactors are something that'll come today, but so processing plutonium combs is a little bit of a pain. You need phthalic acid. We don't have phthalic acid. So if we want to do MOX reactors, step 1 is get phthalic acid. And unfortunately, phthalic acid isn't as simple as going, ooh, step 1, let me just make myself a little bit of pathetic acid. Because you've got to make potassium dichromate. And then, like, dimethylbenzene and oxygen, these guys are fine. But potassium dichromate is an easy recipe if, and only if, you can run a ZPM chem reactor, which you used to be able to do. I know you used to be able to do it because I used to do it in IV. The way you could run it in the past in IV is you would put 8 IV hatches on a large chemical reactor, and it would become a ZPM energy hatch, and boom, you're gaming, you can single-step your potassium dichromate. Unfortunately, for little peasants like us who don't have access to that anymore, because it has been nerfed out of the game, we're going to have to go the multi-step potassium dichromate route, which requires making chromium trioxide first. So, yeah. And chromium trioxide, by the way, that's not a single step either. No, you've got to make the dioxide first. Because, oh no, heaven forbid you did all of that in one go. But anyway, so there's our plutonium combs, there's that bit going. We do now have stainless steel combs. I don't know what the plan is for running these. Like, oh, you just straight centrifuge these for stainless dust? Interesting. I don't think I've ever run a stainless bee before. Cool. Tooj can do it in 1 LCR? Dude, I can do it in 1 LCR. Doing it in 1 LCR is not difficult. It's just a thing. Chrome, yes, also there. We have steel combs, which is like stainless, but you can just centrifuge straight for steel. So, yeah, 3's got a lot of stuff that I think he wants to passive with bees. Honestly, I have no idea whether this is a good or a bad idea, but it's something that, like, 3 enjoys doing. And, like, having resources around is never bad, I guess. So, yeah, there you go. Can't comment on it on account of I have no clue. Last bit of the recap, I didn't show you guys the main area. The main area that, like, you know, sparked this whole thing. It is this one. And this one is the area that I've already fully labeled. This is the oil proc area. This is where oil processing is going to go. It's where charcoal byproducts is going to go. It's where all the plastics are going to go. It's where all the rubbers are going to go. It's everything. As you can see, everything is properly labeled. This is where advanced glue... Hey, this is new. We didn't used to have this. Huh. This is very new. A 3 added to this. I hadn't realized we have even more space. What happened to benzene? Benzene is going to go here too. Benzene will be in the oil proc area. I'll show that actually in a second as well. So heading on upstairs, we have all of this area, which is for, you know, the rest of our plastics. I believe this is PBI where this ends. Yeah, there we go. There's PBI. Yeah, and that's sort of it. That's where this building is currently sitting in its current state. Yeah, chat, my plan today is to start off by doing phthalic acid, and then get on to a bunch of other passive processes. So if you want to do phthalic acid, let me actually just pin the whole process, so I know what's going on here. Not phthalic acid, phthalic acid. Phthalic. PHTH. Okay? PHTH, because someone decided that this was an acceptable name for this acid, as opposed to calling it pathetic acid. So yeah, phthalic acid, I'm just gonna do it like this. I'll take the phthalic acid, that'll come, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I should care that I'm getting water in this recipe as well, just to add it on so I know what's going on. Ah, yes, that always not enough because every bee ever wants it. Yep, that acid, correct. Correct. We need oxygen, which we know is chill. Well, I say that. Oxygen is not currently chill. It will be chill at like some point, but presently, it's not really chill. In fact, it's not chill at all. So oxygen might be where we need to begin this process. This is what I was talking about, where I was like, this is a very, like, back and forth day where, like, we need to passive things, but we need to, like, figure out how to passive them as well. And, like, 1,2-dimethylbenzene, yeah, technically, like, this is easy to get, but to get 1,2-dimethylbenzene, you first need oil proc up and running. So you see what I mean by it's a bit of a, like, run back and forth day. And then potassium dichromate we've already talked about. That is the saltpeter and chromium trioxide method, which you would do like so. The annoying thing, though, is this gives... Oh, is this... I guess the oxygen is recycled, but what on earth do you do with the nitric oxide? Is it just spare? Just for funsies? I guess this means phthalic acid is kind of on pause while I go get oil proc up and running. I need to start some subnets, right? Yeah, you know what? Let's start on some... God, my voice decided to take a break there. Let's start on something. Okay. First up on the task list is... So I'll write it like this. Let's say the primary goal is phthalic acid. This is our main goal that we're working towards. And what we need to get phthalic acid up and running. Well, actually, no, let's start it like this, even better. We want to get MOX rods, which means we need to get plutonium proc. which means we need PHTHALLIC. Yep, that one, phthalic acid. And if we want phthalic acid, we need oxygen. We need 1,2-dimethyl benzene. There we go. Yeah, we're getting somewhere with the list now. And to do all of this, oxygen basically needs sugar, electro setup, and the 1,2-dimethyl benzene needs oil proc setup, and then oil proc going backwards needs a steam setup. Saltpeter will come from bees. Saltpeter should come from bees of some nature. It'll be either bees or like just mining for now. I can't passive that like in an easy way. So chrome and saltpeter I'm not going to worry about. The reason I need steam, by the way, is because I need to steam crack a lot of the oils, and I need hydrogen. I need hydrogen because that is where everything starts. But you got 1,2-dimethyl from benzene. You can get 1,2-dimethyl from benzene, but you're kind of trolling if you get it from benzene when you can get it for free from oil proc, which will give you it just straight up. I'll show the thing. Oh, sorry, wait, is this from... Hold on. I am trolling. My bad. 1,2-dimethyl comes from charcoal byproducts, not from oil proc. Well, actually, that makes my life a little bit easier then, doesn't it? It doesn't really make it easier. It makes it charcoal BP, which means I don't need steam, and I don't need hydrogen. But what I do need is nitrogen. Yeah. That's our little setup then, and I need logs. And I need logs to get charcoal BP up and running. So, does it really change? No. But this is the stuff we're going to be doing. So all this needs to do is go... That's the power height, and this will be the AE height, right? So yeah, there it is. There's a chill little controller. How big do I want the controller to be? I think I can actually pretty happily settle for a 1-block controller. It should be more than enough. But just in case, we'll go for a 3-wide one. And then we should have definitely all the channels we need. That should be a good way to work off of things. So, subnet established, basically. I'm going to chuck this thing down here and just pretend it's fake. Cool. Right, please enter the centrifuge. It is your turn to become centrifuged. Oh, silicon dioxide and salt. Chat, I found the salt. We're fine. There's even more salt. We're chilling. Oh, thank goodness. That's a relief. Cool, there's that one. Where's my LCR circuit 0? There it is. Okay, can I now request my dense cables that I want, like a stack of them? Hallelujah, the game is playable. Holy yes. This is to be fixed, probably. Okay, I might need to make a little bit of uranium rods today, just to keep power up and running in the base. Right, we can add that to the to-do list. Make uranium rods. I'm on page 2. I refuse to go to page 2. No. We'll make a mental note. We're making a mental note. Chat, you know I told you this thing would, like, blow your mind? Have a look at this. It's going fantastically here as well, Mick. Glad to hear you're doing well. Look at... Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of things, okay? If you're doing Fluix Seed recipe, you're probably doing the distilled water one because you're not, you don't hate yourself, right? If you do the distilled water one, it is a 50-second LV recipe, okay? Which means if you're running it at EV, you'll get a couple of overclocks, but it's still a really long recipe, and you get only a 90% chance of getting your Fluix, okay? Look how fast it is in the crystal growth chamber with 3 acceleration cards. Ready? Look at it go. That's the full stack, by the way. I've just chucked in 2 stacks. There you go, there's 2 stacks of Fluix. Please use crystal growth chambers. Don't do the autoclave recipe. Don't troll yourself. Please do this. Okay, done. Okay, this machine is ready to run. It just needs to have its problems removed, which I can do just like that. Okay, so the next step towards phthalic acid. Let's pull out our clipboard. I had some stuff written down. Here we go. Okay, so we have done nitrogen. This is done. And, like, oxygen is technically done, but and the reason I say oxygen is technically done is because the nitrogen setup makes oxygen, right? So, like, to that end, we do have oxygen, but I should probably set up the proper oxygen side of it as well. What I'll do is probably skip it for now, and we can set it up properly later, okay? Okay, let's get this wired as close to this as I can, and then be sad when I run it. You're kidding me. Really, game? Really, really, really? 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 Void benzene? Yeah, of course. Like, overflow void benzene. Because what you would do, right, TBBT, is once you have enough benzene, you stop the thing that's producing your benzene producing benzene. But if it ends up in here, it's getting voided. That's how bulk storage works. It's, like, you control it differently. Like, we're thinking about the control in different ways. You level limit everything, and you void if it ends up here. It's a very good way of controlling your storage system. It also lets you say if I need benzene or phenol, turn on the DT. Exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't just void your benzene for fun the whole time. Won't sticky make it a prio there? No, it's not making it a prio here. It's saying this is the only place it could go. This is already a prio. I'll set it up to be a prio. This is me saying the only valid location for any of these on mainnet is to put it onto the subnet. There is nowhere else that is a valid storage for any of these. If they touch mainnet, they have to go here. That's what this setup means. So you can go there. It's also actually the most reliable trash can of everything that exists. Because a fluid trash can bug out, and fluid void cells can bug out, but this one can't. So it's actually the best kind of trash can. So we can just say, make me singularities. So whenever we have trash, it'll start slowly turning them into singularities, which is a lovely way of doing stuff. Oh, one other thing I should not forget to do is this storage bus needs to be a -1000 priority, so that, you know, stuff goes into these cells first, which are prio 0. Electric problems? Ah. Uh-oh. 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 He just left the game. Oh, no. Rip. 3 griefing the base? How does it happen to the poor guy so often? Oh, no. I was like, wait, electrical problems? Uh-oh. Right, okay, so let's set this one up then, right? I guess this is where my journey begins today. And time efficient, true. True. So I guess I would pick probably this side to set this up. Yeah, let's get it set up. Let's get a couple of LCRs and 1 electrolyzer going. This is gonna look cute. So I need 2 pieces of this for my electrolyzer. And then we can get our electrolyzer, then my LCRs are ready. Then I can get hydrogen ready. Once I have hydrogen, then I need to do fluorine. Once I have fluorine, then I need to do hydrofluoric acid. Once I have hydrofluoric acid, I can make tetrafluoroethylene for PTFE. Once I have PTFE, I can remove the PTFE setup so that I can finally put down the fluid extractor for charcoal, so I can start doing wood tar distillation. Not wood tar, sorry, charcoal byproducts distillation. And then once I start doing that, I'll start getting, I needed it for something. I know there was a reason I wrote it down on my list. Oh, so that I can get my 1,2-dimethylbenzene. And once I have 1,2-dimethylbenzene, then, and only then, can I start making phthalic acid. There we go. Cool. The chain is still there, chat. I streamed for 6 hours today, nearly. What did I achieve? I do not know.
Lizard, 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 lizard.